So a hot-blooded PE teacher, a basketball team that hasn't won a game in 2 years, and Zero One's assassination attempts. Well, that's all good and dandy for this episode review for Kamen Rider Zero One. So let's talk about this week's episode, shall we? So without further ado, let's hit the intro, shall we? 3, 2, 1, hit the intro. Okay, so episode 7 of Kamen Rider Zero One really was an interesting episode. I don't know how much I felt about the episode. It literally is now falling into the whole, how would I say it, just shoving progress keys now as advertisement toy material now, and the stories haven't got no oomph or relation to these, because yet again we had 2 infected human gears, a dodo and a mammoth. So it all featured, the theme around them all featured extinction animals or extinct animals, like a mammoth and a dodo bird. Both animals are extinct, and so that was the theme around these 2 human gears getting infected. But it seems like it was more contained about the whole process of teamwork as well, and how strong bonds of friendship and teamwork of a team could still exist as well, because it revolves around the school, because a teacher contacted Aruto and Hinen to come to the school to restart a human gear's personality, with the ability of being too hot-blooded and always staying an hour later or a few minutes later than normal for club-length activities in this school. And Aruto was brought on to reset him so that they could alter him to the point where he could be reset, and he'd be following more of the school protocol, the school rules. After the incident where the evil rider Jono, I can't remember his name, June or Jen, the son of Harombi, attacked with the assassin infected human gear to assassinate Aruto, but that didn't go as planned. Ames came in and freezed him with the blizzard key and froze him. And then there was a side plot where she was hacking into his programming, where at first glance it looks like she managed to convert him back to normal, but as soon as he installed the Dodo progress key later on, he literally reverted back to when he was infected, and he literally straight up went back to being an infected human gear and in the form of the Dodo. We also got to see the status and the Aruto learning of the whole self-awareness of human gears being self-aware. Now, Vulcan did not like that at all. They say that human gears that are self-aware are more dangerous than we anticipate, so he has to be taken out right now, regardless. Because of him being self-aware, he needs to be deactivated. But Jen just decided to give him one of the affected belts, and gave him the Mammoth Zetsubo Rise key, and made him the Monster of the Week of the Mammoth infected human gear. What's an okay design and all that, and it went into a 3-way fighting both Dodo and Mammoth near the end of the episode. We get to see Aruto using Freeze Bear's progress key, where he gets a freeze form just to fight the mammoth, and that somewhat links to the whole extinction theme, like the Ice Age with the Dodo and the woolly mammoth. So they did incorporate the Ice Age elements really well in this episode of linking that here and there. But I'm a bit more curious about what Valkyrie actually is using that recorded footage of that assassination human gear that came out of the blue. We don't know where it originally came from, and it just wounds up like this, and it really makes me wonder where everything is going to be going in the story. Next week's episode preview literally gave us more of I think is going to be more of a story driven episode, and we're going to get more insight of what the Metsubo Jinrai's goal is, and the reason why they're taking or using self-aware human gears and why they need them. So we're going to learn a little bit more about that in later episodes. Hopefully in next week's episode we learn a little bit more. But so far this has been an interesting episode, but it felt a little bit fillerized as well at the same time with only the moment of self-awareness of Aruto learning about the self-awareness human gears, and that it was just that, and there's not much else to tell or use in terms of this anyway. So other than that, it was an interesting chapter, but I don't know how I liked it as much because last week's felt similar to this week's as well in terms of progress. But yeah, so that would be my review of Kamen Rider 01 episode 7. I really did found it like an okay episode, but I can't really give you a full rating. It was just an okay episode for me this time around this week. Hopefully it gets better with next week's episode, but episode 7 was an okay episode at best. So hopefully it continues with that anyway. But anyway, I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Take Corner, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now. See ya. Okay guys, I want to remind you that I do have a Facebook fan page and a Twitter account that you can find the links down in the video description down below. I do want to try and keep the content and that exclusive there as well, and do brief updates on what's going on and everything like that. But other than that, it's just pretty much what's stated. I'll post some channel updates on there on what's going on. Sometimes I'll try and post some behind the scenes stuff and everything like that. But you can find those in the URL bar in the video, or you can find them in the video description down below as well. Hey guys, I want to let you know that you can check out the eye. By pressing the eye, you will find a poll where you can rate the episodes on. So you can give your thoughts on what the episode was. If you can give it a 1 to 5, and everything like that. And we can discuss them down in the video description, in the comment sections in the down below as well. We can do some discussions so that we can do a lot of stuff like that. But you can check that out, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, don't forget to check out the other videos that are popping up on the screen, like my recent review of the Promised Neverland chapter, along with last week's review of Kamen Rider Zero One, and the Kamen Rider playlist as well, where you can find all my previous episode reviews for Kamen Rider 01 and the final thoughts of Kamen Rider Gyo as well, down on the screen as well. So don't forget to check those out. But anyway, I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Take Corner, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya.